What's going on, Godzilla Nation? This is our Godzilla. We are back with another AFL tips and predictions video. Footy Frenzy is upon us again. Are you guys enjoying Footy Frenzy? Because I'm fucking loving tuning in almost every night, being able to watch a game of football. 6 games ahead of us this week. A very short round, only spanning over 4 days. So, without further ado, let's bang this one out and get it out of the way. As always, we kick it off with the week that was. I managed to tip 6 out of 8 for round 14. The only 2 games I missed out on was Essendon coming out and upsetting Hawthorn. Joe Daniher had a big game. And St Kilda losing to Melbourne. Apart from that, clean bill of health everywhere else. So if we have a look at the ladder, bearing there is a change to be made, because in the previous episode, I pointed out to you guys that there was a glitch in the system, and majority of you guys, actually pretty much all of you, turned around and said that I should take the 9 out of 9 that I did tip instead of the 3 out of 9 that the actual system gave me. So, although I'm sitting 12th here on the ladder right now, add 6 to my score, I'm equal second place. So, Matt Lamb 24 still in front by 4. And then it would be myself, El Snako, It Is What It Is on 85, Onesie Lover and Gannon on 83, LH3 and Motherfuckers on 82, Taj River Taylor, Marcus and Yee on 80, and then Dylan coming in on 79 with some cripple after that on 78. And then the list continues on with Madge Tiggs, Benjamin, Judalicious, Kamal, VNC Tipper, Tritter, Oliver, Dreamtime Prince, Dogs and Cats, Dominic Dog, Go On Frio Dog. There's a lot of dogs in this bitch. Tiger Cat, Alex the Superstars, Dex Pack, Lucky Rower, Roxborough, Pretty King, Memazar, TLB, Oliver Z. Oh my god, we're up to 40 people in this league. I didn't think we'd get 40 people going this year, so thank you all so much. But special mention to Matt Lamb, El Snako, It Is What It Is, and there was one more down further the line. It was Dex Pack, all tipping 7 out of 8. So congratulations for tipping the most this round. Congratulations to Matt for yet again holding a big lead out in front. Can they be caught down for 4 tips ahead? We'll find out. Looking ahead to this week though. Kicking off tomorrow night, 2 games. Wednesday night we've got 1 game. Thursday night we've got 2 games. And then Friday night we've got a banger. Hawthorn versus Adelaide. Hawthorn quite comfortably for me on Tuesday night. Even at Adelaide Oval, I'm going to back Hawthorn in by 28 points. I think they're going to win big. A lot of people coming in saying that Adelaide are going to win this game. I think you all need to take a chill pill. Calm the fuck down. Adelaide ain't winning no games this year, okay? I can tell you that much. Hawthorn showed a lot against Essendon. And I try to say that with a straight face, because they should have not ever dropped that lead that they had. And then the Bulldogs come out and did the same thing against Geelong, which I just, it fathoms me to think that you can get 6 goals up and you can just throw that lead away. But I think Hawthorn, after that happened to them, their resolve is going to be strong enough, hopefully in my mind, to come out and do some damage. I could be completely wrong. Adelaide upset here, I don't think there will be. But I think Hawthorn, in my mind, quite comfortably get back on track. They're not playing finals this year. Not playing finals this year. They can take that off the cards. But they can at least get a little bit of respect back after the loss they had this week. Up at the Gabba, West Coast Essendon. I'm backing West Coast. And it's very interesting here, the makeup of what's going to be the top 5, essentially. Because even though currently we've got Port Adelaide, Geelong, Brisbane and Richmond, West Coast have a good run home. So the top 4 isn't solidified just yet. Essendon still have a game in hand. I think West Coast still have a game in hand compared to the likes of Richmond, who haven't played as many yet. Brisbane's got a game in hand as well. So it's interesting to see some of these teams that still have games in hand. They can still do a little bit of damage. Essendon still have that hit out with Melbourne. Don't forget about that. But West Coast, even though Richmond beat them last week, and I'm so excited that we got up last week the way we did, they didn't show like they were going to stop. They kept pushing. We just took what was essential for the West Coast Eagles out of their game, and that's how Richmond were able to get over the top of them, and that was taking away their intercept game, their defensive pressure. Essendon, however, on the rebound, showed a lot last week. I just feel West Coast come out, and very similar to what I said about Hawthorn, West Coast aren't the type of team to lay down 2 weeks in a row. I think last week was a little bit of a reality check for them, and I think they're going to come out and not just win, they might do a big amount of damage here. Let's be serious. I'm thinking 30 plus points in the way of West Coast. Could be completely wrong, but that's what I'm locking in. Wednesday night at Metricon, we have Richmond taking on Fremantle. Richmond for me, not just because I'm a Richmond supporter. It speaks for itself. This year, I'm still yet to back against Richmond, and I know I turn around and I say that I don't always back them. I really don't. I back them in when I give them every chance. We're playing Richmond football. We're playing good football. We're playing premiership football. Last week was the best I've seen Richmond play as a collective for 4 quarters all year, without a shadow of a doubt. If we can string that in against Fremantle, against Geelong, against Adelaide at the end of the year, coming into finals, I don't see Richmond getting beat. Is that me being biased? Maybe, but I'm definitely backing in my boys to get the job done over Fremantle. That's for damn sure. Thursday kicks off with Sydney taking on Melbourne at Cazaly Stadium. I'm going to back in Melbourne. They surprised me against St Kilda. I did say that game would be 50-50, but I didn't expect it to really come down to the line like it did. With the players that Melbourne have brought back in, I don't see Sydney getting up and beating them here. Sydney have been very disappointing this year. I actually had them thereabouts contesting for the top 8. Boy, was I fucking wrong. Thursday rounds out with GWS taking on Carlton. This one's interesting. This one is very interesting because GWS, all the money's coming in here. But I'm giving the Blue Baggers every chance to get up and actually win this game. I'm going to back GWS, and I'm backing them purely because I think the win that they had over Fremantle this week and being able to just have an even spread of contributors on the goal-scoring card. All their players were racking up possessions. They were sharing the ball around. They were getting up and about. I think that is going to motivate them to push that little bit more than the Carlton-Collingwood game, if that makes sense. I just feel when a team gets a big win like GWS did, it does something about the morale around the team. It just lifts that team back up. And I think that GWS are going to be up and about this week. But that being said, I still think the Blue Baggers could cause an upset. Not only that, but if Carlton manage to get up here, they're not out of the realm of missing the top 8, because this would put them into equal 8th spot if they do get up. So, Blue Baggers could be on the charge. This round rounds out on Friday night with Collingwood taking on Brisbane at the Gabba. Brisbane for me. I think, and it's going to be an unfair comparison here, but I think Brisbane can capitalise more on the outs that Collingwood have than what Carlton did. Cripps played a terrible game in my eyes compared to his standards. He has played a very off season this year, Patrick Cripps. Just as many other players for teams have this year. But I think Brisbane as a whole have their players performing on the usual level, whereas Carlton in the Collingwood game that has just passed, they had players that were underperforming, which allowed Collingwood to get the better edge. I feel coming into this game, Brisbane are primed to absolutely rip Collingwood apart. I don't see Brisbane losing at the Gabba. I don't see Collingwood coming over the top here. I just really can't. I think Brisbane are going to absolutely demoralise them. So to have a look over my tips this week, they're quick ones. Hawthorn, West Coast, Richmond, Melbourne, GWS, and Brisbane. Let me know in the comment section down below who your certainty and upset of the round will be. My upset of the round is definitely Adelaide knocking off Hawthorn. My certainty of the round would be Richmond taking Fremantle down. That's me. I think at this point, Adelaide beating anybody is upset of the round. Let's be honest right here. Thank you for joining me for another video. I sincerely appreciate all the support. If you have been enjoying this, go ahead and leave a like on the video. It goes a long way to supporting myself. And as I just mentioned, can't thank you guys enough for all that support. If you happen to be new to the channel and want to support myself just that little bit more, hit that subscribe button down below as well, because you won't only be supporting me, you'll be joining one hell of a community of people. In the description down below, if you don't follow me on social media yet, feel free to do so. They're all down there. Hit that notification bell, it's kind of down in that area, so if YouTube does decide to give a notification out, you get a little ring-a-ding-ding, let you know what's going down. But that's it from me, guys. I'm out of here. Good luck to your teams this weekend, and as always, I will catch you guys next time.
Continue.